Hey guys, Farrell here. Here's 5 quick tips I wish I knew when I first got into photography. Are you ready? Let's go. Tip number 1, start shooting. If you want to get into photography, start shooting. Pick up your camera, your phone, your film camera, your digital camera. It doesn't matter. Take it out and start making images. If you want to start photography as a hobby, then start it. Take your camera out with you on dog walks, take it when you go to see your friends or your family. If you're going to get milk from the corner shop, go and take your camera. The sooner you start creating images means that you can get to tip number 2, critique your images. Now, a lot of people will ask fellow photographers for their opinions on their images. That's fine, it can be helpful, but it's not critique from the person that's most important, yourself. Now I know this sounds stupid, but you should be deciding what you do and don't like in your images. Take 100 images, pick 10 of them out, see what you like about them, see if you can identify why you like those specific images. Is there a colour, a pattern, is there texture in the image, is there a certain light that you like to see? Start to critique your own images after you've started to shoot a few. This will prove invaluable. And remember, when it comes to comparison with other photographers, the only thing that matters in photography is that you are a better photographer than you were before. If I look back at my images from even 5 years ago, I am such a better photographer now, and that is all that matters. There will always be better photographers out there, but if you want to start photography, forget them, focus on you. Tip number 3, speaking of other photographers, copy them. Go onto Instagram, search for your town's location, and you'll find photographers that are shooting your town. You may even find local galleries filled with art that is based on your town. Go there, look at that art, look at those images on Instagram, and then try and replicate it. You'll learn more by taking your equipment out and trying to replicate an image than you will just wanting to be a photographer. Go out there with your gear, take some images, try and learn the process on how to make a good image, and by looking at those photographers' work, looking at those artists' work, you may get a better understanding of composition. Another fantastic source I've been using more recently for inspiration is photography books. Go into a charity shop and get a few photography books for dirt cheap, and you'd be surprised at the inspiration that you can pull from them. Then go out there, try and replicate some images like those photographers. You'll learn so much by doing this. Tip number 4, the gear doesn't matter. If you've got a phone, go out, start using it to take pictures. If you've got a cheap digital camera, go out, start taking pictures. A point and shoot, a film camera, it does not matter. If you like using whatever you've got, go out and take pictures of it. Hell, at this point, if you're new to photography, it doesn't even matter if you like it, but go out and take pictures with it. Build up your portfolio so you can critique yourself, and that will help. Now, you are going to hear a saying while you start to explore this hobby, and that saying is, the most important camera is the one that you've got with you. That saying is absolute horse shit. Why do I think that? Because I used to shoot DSLRs and they were fantastic cameras. However, I didn't want to take them around with me because they were too heavy. So I missed shots because I didn't want to take a camera out of my bag, or I just didn't even take a camera with me. If you've got a camera that inspires you to shoot and that you enjoy shooting, that will outperform a camera that you don't want to take with you. Remember that. Don't feel that you have to follow the megapixel hype train or the latest 8K shooting camera. All of those specs are irrelevant compared to what matters most, and that is a camera that inspires you. But this early on into photography, the only thing you should be focusing on is just taking a picture. Tip number 5, again, if you're struggling for inspiration, go out there and set yourself a challenge. Today, I'm just going to shoot things that I see that are red. Today, I'm going to focus on shooting landscape photography. Today, I'm going to ask people on the street if they'll let me take their portrait. Change the genre of photography. Change the subjects that you would normally shoot. If you've got different lenses, use a different lens to what you would normally use. Select a colour and focus on that colour. Or hop over to the next town and go and take some pictures of it. Change up what you're focusing on, and all of that is going to help build up a little bit of a portfolio so you can figure out what you like about your own photography. Okay, quick bonus tip. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe because I am going to be making more content like this, going from the very basics of photography, including how to even use a camera. So if you enjoyed this or if it benefited you at all, let me know down in the comments, maybe give it a like, a subscribe, and we'll talk down there. Any photographers that want to add to this community, throw your favorite tip down below. You'd be surprised how many people that might help, and I will pin the best tip that I see down there. Okay, stop making excuses, start taking pictures, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.